today. When you get to a state where you're very comfortable in your own skin and you're in a state where you are completely competent in your abilities with things that you're doing, you don't need to put on a different hat to impress somebody. You can just sit in you, share, and they like it, great. They don't like it, great. Because all that matters to you is you can feel here and you're like, well, I am being who I am. And that's an amazing feeling.
The power that we get as hosts to walk out on a stage and within a matter of seconds be able to control an audience and have them in the palm of our hand and to have them trust us to do what we ask them to do. And that's because they can feel how authentic we are.
This is where's my applause? It's Monday. Come on.
It's Monday. Let's go.
You change your state. You change your life. Bam. Jay
We're
is on
up.
today.
We are ready.
Huh?
That we are up. We are live. We are rocking.
You know, I was looking at the videos. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't get too fatter over the time. You know, when you look at yourself, you're like, oh, I was fat boy back then and I was skinnier. I sort of kept the same look. So obviously quarantine's somewhat with the very little exercise that I have been getting. It's still okay. I'm still okay.
Keep it together, you know? Keep it together.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
Yeah. Look at Aaron, look a little bit fresh today. You got a little bit of pop. You got the pop. You got the pop. It's
Monday. It's Monday. It's 420, so I'm wearing my green. Feeling good.
Yo, 420. Yo, I didn't even know that.
But yeah, man, things are rocking and rolling. They're going really well. Work from Home Network. For those of you guys that are just joining us, Work from Home Network TV. That's what you're watching right now. We've got about 11 shows that we're producing throughout the week. So it's been very busy. And then coming up on Cinco de Mayo, we are co-producing a huge event for the farm workers. It's called Altissimo Live. We got a lot of great talent. Eva Gloria is one of the hosts of it. Enrique Santos is another one of the hosts. But we got a lot of great talent going to be popping on that show on Cinco de Mayo. It's Altissimo Live. We'll tell you guys more about it. We'll have some posts kind of coming up, but we've been slammed with that, so that's been going on.
Firstly, I need to say, I think we need to up the word host. I think it's a throwaway word for people. They think they can jump into it. You know what? They are a host. We are. I think MC should be brought back. I feel like anyone's like, yeah, I'm a host. No, you're not. Really? If that's what a host. I feel like the host world, you just juck in there. You can put that on the business card. I'm like, you're not a host.
Well, we gotta see. I mean, I agree with you. I definitely think there's a difference between the word host, the word MC, and announcer. I think those are like three completely different things.
We spoke about this.
And that's a whole other show that we can get.
Well, it's more like I feel like host. There's no different. We need a difference of like the levels. You and I aren't just hosts. Well, I think we're entertainers.
Yeah, that is definitely something that we are.
Yeah. So Aaron, give it to me. What's up? Give me the latest, the greatest for Aaron.
I mean, that's the latest and the greatest for me. Is a lot of our efforts have been going towards producing this event and getting the town together and getting everything together to have an amazing event. Because it's just what we need right now, you know? I mean, keeping everybody positive, uplifted, thinking with the theme of what the network is, being creative, sharing that positivity. So that is the biggest thing that's going on right now. So I'm very excited about it. Very excited to be working on this project.
Yeah, you look like you got a little secret that you're not telling everybody right now. You got a little trick, little something you don't want to share.
Oh yeah, definitely have some tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, I can feel it across the state. You don't have to lie to me. I can read it. I can feel you.
Yeah, man, it's a good energy, good vibe. A lot of work up until Cinco de Mayo, but we'll get to it. What's going on over there in LA? How's the West Coast treating you guys?
It's Monday. It's not the most productive, positive Monday for weather-wise, but we're bringing the we'll have to change. It's a little bit loud. We're moving and grooving, man. We're moving and grooving, and we're gonna bring the energy. That's all that matters. We're gonna bring the energy this morning, as usual, to the people. That's the most important thing. To the people.
Love that.
Yeah, love that. So, what are we sharing with the people today?
Today we are getting into our main topic for today is about goal setting and what's your vision. That is our topic today. But before we jump into our topic today, once again, in this very spot right here, before we go into the topic today, this is when we're going to have our lifestyle segment. This is when the GQ and the men's health and all of those of the world, that's when they're going to get involved with us. That's when they're going to drop in and we're going to be able to talk about their brands and their new clothes and their smell goods and all of that. So I'm just putting a placeholder in for the time that they start to reach out to us.
Yeah, man, we're ready. We're so sellable. Like dude, we're such a sellable like people. There are just people that you like. Yeah, get their money. You know, their money. Get them out of here. Get out of here. Your money. You're right. You know, we don't even stop talking. Like literally, stop talking. Just keep doing what you're doing. I think Gary Vee said that actually. He gets a lot of like young people like asking him advice, and you know he'll get some people that just have no clue, and some people that are killing it. And I remember my favorite thing of Gary Vee, and that really stuck home with me, is some guy was like, hey, I'm trying to build my brand and build my image and thing online, but it's not really working. I'm trying to make content. And he's like, how long have you been at it for? And he goes, 3 months. And he goes, get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
Come back at me when you do a video a day for 3 years and you're messaging 20 people a day on Instagram. Then we can talk. I'm like, oh, I gotta go to work. See you, Gary.
Yeah. You got to stay at it, man. It's definitely the right kind of grind that you got to put in, the right kind of work. And
look, and that's why it ties up to what we're doing today. Because if you don't have a vision, you don't have a plan, you know, what are you going to do? I've been using this new story at the moment, not story, analogy, right? Aaron, you and I are in the jungle, right? We're both in the jungle. We're all in the jungle right now. We all got to get out of the jungle. So the jungle's now COVID. We're in COVID, right? We're all by ourselves. We've got to get out. How do we get out? There are 3 ways. Number one, we do it ourselves. We go around, all right, okay, I'm going to explore for a little bit. And we were all on ourselves for a first week. We didn't know. We were just sort of looking around. because we didn't know what was happening. We weren't sure if it was a dream. We weren't sure if it was real. We weren't sure if it was going to end, right? But when we realized it was real, we got to get out. So we're doing it, well, one, we're doing it by ourselves. Option two, you use a map. You get a map. You get some kind of map. All right, well, I need to get out. Do I go this way? Do I go this way? But then you're not sure. So what you do is you get another map. You get another map. And then you get one more map. So you get 3 maps. And you're like, that didn't work. I get another, maybe this one, right? You get a little bit further, but then you sort of get lost. Because it's a map. Or 3, you have Aaron and JayJay, the handsome tour guides, the handsome people that have been through the jungle before, who put out their hand and say, yo, I'm going to take you exactly where you need to go. You just have to listen to me. You just have to stop talking and do as I say. Option 1, option 2, option 3. What are you going to do? Well, I'm choosing option 3. And the mistake I made, Aaron, really, really bad over probably one of the biggest mistakes I would say, or lessons that I've learned over my life, is I tried to do it all myself. I didn't have a clear plan. You know, and look,
it's tough to do that. It's really tough.
It is tough, and I don't look down on not getting a plan. I just wish that I reached out faster. I tried to figure it all out, and I could have just got exactly what I need to get faster than me trying to figure out in the moment when I didn't really know. Because there's nothing wrong with searching yourself. I don't think everyone should just be like, I'm stuck, I need a plan. No, sometimes you need to go out and jump in the deep end and then, oh, that wasn't for me. But this is the time when you don't need to do it by yourself. You don't need to have some kind of map. Like you think you know what to do. And I'm asking a lot of people at the moment, what's your plan? Such a great line. What is your plan? People go, well, I don't know. That's the problem. I want people to go, my plan is this. I'm doing this, this, and this. This, I'm like, yo, welcome. You're good. I'll see you on the other side. And most people, they don't have a plan. It's not because they don't want to get one, because they're scared of reaching out. They're scared of dealing with insecurities and things are going to come up, because things have to come up. It's not a free walk with the tour guide, with you people like us. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. You're going to have to deal with stuff, but he's going to take you exactly where you need to go if you listen and you deal with it. But most people don't want to plan because they've got to do work. They want to feel important. I'm doing stuff. No, you're not. You're not. And that's okay. Get a plan. What's your plan? Write it down. Work backwards. If that didn't really work as well as you'd like, that's okay. But get a new plan. Get someone to help you get as close as you can to that goal. Trust me, I've been on all 3 options. Option 3 is the best. Period.
Yeah. And I think with that, so goal setting, what's your vision? I'll kind of address what's your vision first.
Look at this. Can we see this? Look, this is my plan on the glass. You probably can't see that.
I love that you just did that, because that's exactly what I'm about to talk about. You got to have your vision in front of you everywhere.
I help speakers get more money, book more stages, and impact millions. Right? Here's another plan. Sorry, Aaron, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but here's another plan. Who did I call? Calls equals cash, right? Now that's a little plan, but that's just a reminder, right? And then I've got my financial sort of goals. So, but that's what I mean. Like, I don't have all the answers right now of the best plan. And that's another problem that I find with people, is they overcomplicate the plan. I was doing that all the time. Well, I need to get 16 vision boards. I need to speak to my spiritual advisor. No, you need to write it down and look at that, and that's all you need to focus on.
Yeah, just like Anthony kind of said there in the comments, it's always great to work with a couple people close to you, especially that you look up to create a plan. Step 1, create a plan.
Yeah, and create a plan and love it, Anthony. And let's even go 1A on that one. Great, 1A, but who is the person that's going to help you create that plan? Because you need to find the right person to do that, you know? So this is why I always advise and recommend on working with someone that doesn't know you very well as well, because then there's no emotions behind that, because they tell you straight, You know, they can see it from a different perspective.
Yeah, that's good point. But you have to have that. So just like Anthony said there in the comments, I fully agree with that, of creating a plan. I think you have to have a vision, an idea of where you want to go in order to start creating that plan. And I've heard Steve Harvey say it a bunch of times, like, have your vision board in front of you everywhere. Have it on your fridge, have it on the mirror in the bathroom, have it on your cell phone. Because if you're seeing it all the time, it's a constant reminder of what you're working for and what you're trying to accomplish. What are those goals, and what are you striving towards? So that's why it's very important, like we've kind of had in all of our episodes now, the through line, one of the through lines is to write it down. Like, write these things down so that it's visual and it's there in front of you.
Yeah. And if you don't do what a lot of people do, what I did as well. And once again, guys, when we share stuff too, I think, Aaron, we always need to keep bringing this up. We're not sharing because we're better. We're sharing because we're exactly the same position as you. You know, we've been in the same position as you. I know what it's like to not get it out. I know what it's like to go, I don't want to, you know, when my favorite is when people say, yeah, I know my vision. Where is it? It's in my head. Yo, your head isn't the best plan. There is a million other things in that jungle. And it's the leaves and the vines all over your plan. Get it out. All you can do is write it out. And I love that. Have it on your phone. Have it on I've got to even do it today. I'm going to print out my vision, some pictures, and put it everywhere around my house. Yeah. In my apartment.
You gotta have it. And it doesn't have to be everything. You don't need everything on your vision board or whatever you're calling a vision board. It doesn't have to be all of that. You don't need all these quotes and all these pictures and all this, like all of that. Like, you can simplify it. It can be simplified. Like literally on mine. Let's see if I can get a blank screen here. On my phone, this keeps me going. On my phone, you can see it. This is a private jet. It is
it's a private jet. I was like, is
black. Yeah, the bottom part is a private jet. The top part is the interior of it. And I keep that bad boy on my phone because it is inspiring. It is motivating.
Yeah. It goes, yo, am I working? And then here's the next thing too, Aaron. So let's say people get their vision, right? They know what they want. Great. So you write it down, right? And we've spoken about this before. Visions don't happen unless you happen first. You need to work towards it. You need to make it digestible. You need to have a plan of attack from that vision. Otherwise, it's just sitting there. It's elusive. It's just it's like a billboard. Okay, cool. I see it. It's like, what did I do today to get closer to this goal? And that can be very hard because it can, if you have a big goal, right, which we all should, right? Like, Aaron, you've got the jet. Okay, you've got a jet. You want to buy the jet? Do you want to be in the jet? Do you want to do both? Like, figuring it out of what you want to do and then working backwards from there.
So I'll pose this question because you're kind of starting to answer it. I'll pose this question so that we can kind of have a marker to move forward. So now that we've talked about goals and having a plan, the question is, how do you create a plan? What do you set up in the plan in order to move forward?
So when they write out the plan?
Yeah, just in general, not just once they've written it out. I mean, that's one of the steps, is to write it out, to start to get this plan. But what are you writing down? What are you writing down for your plan? What is the framework? What is the structure to kind of help with that? Because with music, you have your chords, you have your chord structure, you have your scales. Like, that is the framework of music there. Melodies, harmonies, that's the framework. I'm sure it's the same thing with magic. It's the same thing with acting and improv. There's a certain structure that you have. There's a format that allows you to be successful. So talking about goals and plans, what is kind of the framework there that is a plan? Maybe it's the simplified version for right now of what is that? What is the framework to create a plan to accomplish your goals?
That's a big question. I think it's where you might be overcomplicating it though. I think it's literally the way I do it anyway. It's like, what do I want? What do I see myself as? I see myself as an international speaker standing on stages globally, getting my message out. Okay, great. I visualize it. I print out a photo of either me on stage in the past or someone else, right?
Yeah.
Great. Then I'm like, how can I get there? Like, what are the steps that I need to do to get there? Now, if you don't know that, and that's fine, that we're not supposed to know everything, who else is doing it that I could probably go speak to maybe help me, or what can I research about them? Like, I remember when I sort of wanted to be probably I sort of think Steve Harvey is still pretty cool, like what he's done, what he's achieved. Then I sort of was like, okay, or Ellen, like, how did these guys get a talk show? Like, what did they do? Like, they're just not cool people. They must have done something. And I noticed from the studies that I did was they were all comedians, stand-up comedians, and they worked through the system doing that, but they all started as a comedian. Steve, Ellen, Jimmy Fallon, David Letterman, Jay Leno. So figuring out, okay, you have somewhat of a plan. You have write it down, write out like I want to, but you got to get super clear as well. That's harder. Like yesterday, I coached this girl and she said she wants to be. I said, what do you want to do? She's like, well, I want to work in fashion and retail. Okay, great. Like, what is it? Do you want to sell? Do you want to buy? Do you want to own the shop? Do you want to be a manager? Do you want to be a receptionist? Do you want to buy the clothes, make the clothes? We got to go deeper, So like, okay, I like this industry. Now let's start walking into the industry. So I think, Aaron, to your question, I think there's sometimes not even an exact structure. I think most people don't even do step one. You go to 100, you go to 10 people today, Aaron, speak to 10 people. Hey, what's your plan? What do you want to do? And most people will not be able to answer you. That's the problem. There's an issue with that. No matter what virus, no matter what's happening, they can still have some kind of an idea.
Yeah.
Or, okay, great. You don't know. So what are you feeling? What do you think?
Why do you feel like people struggle to do step one and create that plan?
You ready for this? I know the answer to this one. Are you ready for this? Ask me again and we'll cut it in.
So why do you think people are afraid to do step one and create the plan?
People are afraid to reach their dreams, not because they don't want to get there, because they're afraid if they get there, what could happen. Les Brown says, yeah, man, I'm feeling the same way sometimes. Most people are not, I need to find the exact quote. Maybe you can have a look at it quickly. But Les Brown talks about most people aim low, not because they can hit it. No, most people aim low because they can hit it easier. And the reason why most people don't aim high, because they're worried that they're going to hit it and they'll fly or soar. He says it better, but that's the concept. And it's because, like, it's that whole thought we've said before. It's that, what if I fail? Yeah, but what if you fly? It's that. And that's very confronting because we've never been told to believe in ourselves. We've never been told you can go for what you want. It's a throwaway. And then people drill it. People push it down because no one gives us the certainty. If we had a module in school that every day, compulsory, every day, it's 20 minutes of mindset motivation. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. I should talk about that. Every day from now on in school, it's 20 minutes in the morning, goal setting, confidence. Every day. It's like, you know how it's religion? That's your religion. Before you believe in God, you got to believe in you, man. We might get some traction with that one. There you go. Like,
I feel like that should be a thing in schools, where it's like not just the educational part. It's like, here's the knowledge, but here's how to apply the knowledge, because that's what happens so often. Like, you learn all this stuff in school, then you get out into the real world, and then you have to apply it, and it's like, whoa, they didn't teach me this part of it. That's how it goes with everything.
I wish I could have learned like how to run a business in grade 8. I wish I learned that. I wish someone taught me about money management. I wish someone taught me about, like, you know, what do you want to be? You really want to be a magician? Okay. Well, what are our steps today, little Joshua? It's my real name, Joshua. What are your steps today, Josh? Well, I'm going to practice magic. Great. You're going to practice, but did you talk to anyone today to tell anyone what you do? No. You want to do 3 of those people. You want to call 3 of your parents' friends and tell them what you do. And you want to ask them, when are they having their next birthday party? You drill that into children when they're younger. Dude, by 21, they're like, it's inbred. It's ingrained. Like, it's not even teaching them strategy. You're teaching them like just you're training them how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
But then we go deeper. Then does the world really want that? Do we want smarter people? We will when you hang out with us. Visions, my friends. From today, whoever's watching, get a piece of paper, write out, what do I want to do? I want to be. You know? Write it out. It's your vision. But I think, Aaron, the big thing that we're really trying to, once again, always goes back to confidence, doesn't it? This self-belief is this underlying thing. It's not that they don't want to get there. It's one, they don't have the self-belief in themselves to go out and do it, because no one's believed in them. No one's been a wingman to their greatness, and no one's given them a plan of actual how to understand it. You want to be a singer? You want to be an international Mariah Carey singer? Great. Awesome. If she's done it, you can do it too. She's not a different species.
So with what you're saying, I don't know the actual name of it, because again, we're not psychologists, we're not doctorates in any of this stuff, but I've definitely heard it, and I've worked with a number of people that have experienced it, especially on the performer side of things. To kind of paraphrase it, it's that junior varsity to varsity complex, when you're playing on the junior varsity team and you get bumped up to the varsity team because you're good enough, and they chose you because you're good enough. But then you get to the varsity team and you're freaking out. You're like, what am I doing here? You're getting that imposter syndrome kicking in. They're going to figure out I'm not as good as I am. But those thoughts aren't with them. They're right here in your own head.
Mm.
You were chosen for a reason, for that particular task, job, opportunity. So have that self-confidence in yourself and go do the damn thing.
Mm. But you need people to help you. You need people around you to go, you can do it. Come on, man. That's my whole messaging now. That's like, yes, tangible, I want to be doing this. But deep down, man, like, what do you want to do? Let's put a plan together. Let's help you get there. But I'm scared. We're all scared. But it's hard. Of course it's hard. What else you got for me? But I don't have money. I don't have money either. Right? Well, so what else? What other excuses are you going to bring at me right now? And once they get all those things out, then they're in a better state. Then when they're in a clear state, then we write the plan. Then we give them goals and dreams and beliefs. It's like this. you have a, I like to keep my house super clean. This isn't my house, by the way, but it looks like my house with this couch. And this is my psychologist couch. It looks like, dude, it looks like I would lie down like this.
That's where you lay out. That's where it all comes together.
Yeah. That's where I lie down and make it happen. So do people still do that when they go to a psychologist? Do they lie down? I feel like it's a 90s thing. So it's like you're at you go to dirty dishes, right? Like dirty, like, when you got to scrub it. Before you're going to give that to someone else, you're not going to like try clean it and then serve food in it because it's disgusting. You need to scrub it. And what we're doing is scrubbing away all the insecurities, all the yuck, all the dirt, all the grit, right? Wash it once, then give it another hit, then put it in the dishwasher. Then it comes out sparkling clean. And that's your mind. That's your mind. And now you can start putting stuff inside with a fresh mind. People they want to make the million. They want to travel the world. They want to get the jet. Yes. Show me your current mind. That you can't get there yet with that mind. You can't get there with those patterns. You can't get there. You got to go back to core. And I think it's really interesting now, Aaron. I think we're all able to go to our core now with what's going on. Whoever's the big man out here or the woman, it's probably a woman that runs the world. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Whoever the queen of the planets, the princess, the goddess, she's given us a chance to stop and go, you all need to learn this lesson. I'm giving you a chance now, maybe for another month, maybe for another 5. We've got another month up our sleeve so far. I would be taking every moment to reevaluate and go, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? And that is very, very hard to do when you're in a place of all over the place, working, job. Now you're at home. You literally can sit and go and just let it wander for a bit. And that's a powerful thing.
It is indeed. It is indeed. And that's the main thing that we're talking about today is like goal setting. What's your vision? And right now is the exact time to figure that out. You've got more than enough time. You've got the opportunities ahead of you. It is that time right now for us to take those seeds, our goals, our visions, sprinkle them in, put the dirt on top, and start to nurture them.
Exactly.
Because they're going to grow, and it's going to take time to do that. So right now, in this given moment, this is the time to sprinkle those seeds in and start to nurture those goals that you have.
And it's going to be hard, and it's going to be tough, and it's going to be challenging, and it's going to be scary.
So JayJay, as we round out the show here, hit us with that. Hit us with the recap, my friend. What we're talking about today, and some of the highlights.
Guys, so during this crazy time where you're feeling scared or unsure, uncertain, the best way to move forward is you need to get a vision. You need to get a plan. You need to write out, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? And what do I want to become? Once you write those things out and you get super clear, then you have a chance to go forward and achieve those dreams that you've always wanted to do.
Gotta love that. Yeah. Hey, we're in the back. We're trying to.
Yeah. Of course, ruining the moment.
Get closer. He's just trying to get closer to the information.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. Well, once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Wingmen to Greatness. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'll throw the schedule up there for you guys. We're hopping on 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Coming up, we've got our anchor show on the Work From Home Network TV, Power Hour Live. We've got Biscuits and Gravy, which is all about the movies. And, of course, on Fridays, we've got Happy Hour. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us once again. My name is Aaron Smalls. That's JayJay, and we are your Wingmen to Greatness.